Hey Gulliver, and welcome to Raider305. I'm Desmond Howard.
And I'm Camila Figueroa, and thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, so kicking off our show, we head to the engineering room and hear how a student hones his craft.
Next, we visit a restaurant where the experience is so much more than a cup of coffee.
Then we explore how local art galleries allow young artists to be inspired.
And finally, we see how a game played by millions made a big difference in the life of one of our students.
Don't go anywhere because we've got all these stories and more
on Raider305. Josh Troutler has many titles here at Gulliver, but his role in the engineering program may be the most important. Maya Altman kicks off our show.
This is Josh Troutler, and right now he's working on an FRC robot that will help his team in an upcoming high school robotics competition. What's fascinating about Josh is that in the 7th grade, while his peers may have been learning French or Spanish, he was learning the language of code.
Initially, I was always just fascinated by computer science, but it kind of was a little daunting. So at first, it was kind of just like the thrill of it that got me started. It was super cool.
And he didn't stop there. Josh's inherent curiosity and drive to learn led him to take several advanced courses in computer science and engineering throughout his high school career.
Josh is a very hard worker. Coding usually helps if you have some guidance, and for him to be able to do that and do it well has been amazing.
Learning a skill is one thing, but spending the time to teach others represents who Josh is as a person.
I'd say that Josh is a very unique leader in the sense that everything he does is very focused and disciplined.
Now in his senior year, Josh is doing everything he can to make it memorable.
I've been pushing for more work days, so this year we're meeting about twice as much as we did last year, just be at a much higher level than we were in the past.
And Josh's advice for anyone looking to learn a new skill?
Dive into it. It's scary at first, and you're not going to know what you're doing, but everybody starts there.
For Josh, the robots, lines of code, and engineering projects may be what he leaves behind. But for his peers, they'll remember him for his compassion for others and his constant desire to learn something new. For Raider Vision, I'm Maya Altman reporting.
Savory dishes and sweet treats are what you would expect from a Cuban restaurant, but for a certain spot in Westchester, it's the conversations that happen to add to the entire experience. Jordan Bankson tells us more.
If you're looking for a shot of culture with a little splash of history, a small ventanita located on Bird Road may be your place.
We are maintaining the Cuban tradition to come and eat a croqueta and talk with other people.
It's something that I do every day. It's part of me. I go to ventanitas all over Miami, and I like doing that every morning.
What's always a hot topic at La Carreta is the political and cultural discussions.
In the years that the Cubans have been exiled here, they get together at the ventanita to talk about things happening in Cuba and the problems and politics of Cuba.
Something that locals may not expect is the history of La Ventanita dating back to the European origins.
In all the European countries, it is very common, be it Portugal, France, Spain, Italy, feet outside with tables, and the ventanita is a smaller version of that.
And for some, this tradition is a family affair.
My dad used to bring me to La Ventanita in the morning, have his coffee, croquetas, right on the counter, and then I've done that with my son since he's little as well.
La Carreta is not only known for its delicious Cuban cuisine, but it is also a place where people can eat, talk, and most importantly, call home. For Raider Vision, I'm Jordan Bankson, reporting.
After the break, we see how one Gulliver student is making her mark on the local art scene and explore how another has turned a classic game into a lifestyle. We'll be right back.
Indulge in the Miami scene. Stop by for a sweet treat. Grab a pizza to go or dine in for a date night out. Experience the thrill of the movies on a huge silver screen. Shop at one store and then visit just a few more. CocoWalk, where the Grove comes together.
From contemporary to classical, Miami's art galleries offer a chance to explore the works that make up our vibrant community. Amelie Santini has the story.
This is Hadley Bowen. She's a senior at Gulliver and a talented artist that finds inspiration in the things that most people might take for granted.
It's been a major part of me being able to express how I feel and how I see the world, because a lot of people, like the bug ones, people are afraid of bugs, and I think they're fun and cute, so I draw them how I see them, and that's how I can express how I feel about the world around me. I think it's really cool to be just completely surrounded by artists and other people who just make art because that's just who they are. If I just like took a step outside, I could just like see a beautiful carved like a sculpture if I wanted to.
And throughout Miami, you can find places like the Fine Art Gallery that showcases the works from artists all around the world.
Some reason my sculptures, they're very close to Miami. I don't know, because of the water, because of like the people here is it's like a happy people. So my sculpture fits very perfect in that culture.
From sculptures, both large and small, to even this three-dimensional Eiffel Tower Mona Lisa painting, there seems to be something for everyone here.
To have people's art everywhere, like it tells you so much about who they are and where they live and all that stuff. Like that's such a big deal for me, legit. Like this is, yeah.
Because art has always been expressed through like cultures, and cultures have always been expressed through artwork, whether it's drawn or sculpted or danced.
And for Hadley, her love of art might land her in a career that lets her follow her passion.
I would so like to go into the world of like set design and show business or like commercials, because everything needs a set. And I think that'd be really cool to get into.
From drawing highly detailed insects to designing production sets, Hadley's proof that inspiration can come from anywhere. For Raider Vision, I'm Amelie Santini, reporting.
Sophomore Erin Gold makes the complicated game of chess look easy, but such mastery came with years of training while working to overcome a personal obstacle. BB Aschenberg closes our show.
Confusing, tactical, and challenging are words that come to mind when people think of chess. But to Erin, only one word can describe the game.
I feel like it's a community that I can like just participate in, be an active member in, and be able to actually make like knowledgeable contributions to.
Erin always had an interest in chess, but his love for the game only grew a few years ago.
So I think my interest in chess began, I played it a little bit when I was younger, but not much to it until like 7th grade. I was like, hey, wait, they got a class here at Gulliver. So I was like, huh, that sounds interesting.
Erin is good about teaching himself things that he enjoys. So immediately he knew he liked chess, and he started reading books, watching videos on it, taking additional classes.
He does not stop playing chess. He shows me how he opened the game, how he closed the game, what he could have done, what he would have done, how she would have done. Last year, he brought a chessboard on the second day of school. I think Erin beat me in 12 moves.
The most difficult game has created a safe haven for Erin, and one that will embrace him always. For Raider Vision, I'm BB Aschenberg.
I can't wait to see Erin's next move.
That's right. Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you next time on Raider 305.